Isn't it too dark here?
I can solve this problem.
That's a pretty light, yeah. But
It's still dark.
not enough, yeah. Now we can solve for real. We finally have light on the boat. We do have batteries now, and that's what we're gonna talk about this week. We're gonna show you how we install all the batteries and how we test all the systems to check out what works and what it doesn't after 22 years sitting on the hard.
We have good and bad news.
So let's get started.
I'm Roberta,
And I'm Duca.
and for the past year we have been building our own tiny shipping container house, so we can travel around knowing that we will always have this little place that we can call home.
But guess what? We just found our dream project before we expected. This abandoned sailboat. So we are gonna stop building the house for a couple months to bring our boat back to life. And then we're gonna go back and finish the house.
We changed our minds.
Yeah, we found a better solution. We were gonna install one battery here and one here, but we didn't want to lose all this space, so we found a way to put both batteries on this spot. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
To do that, we need to raise the bottom to support the battery, and that's what we have this wood for.
Yay!
Yeah, we got this wood, by the way, with Cicero. Thanks so much, Cicero. He has a shop next to the shop of the welder that's working with us. And as we go there almost every day, we got friends with him, and I asked him for some scrap pieces.
And not so scrap, look at this.
Yeah,
Teak.
Yeah, this is a nice teak piece. Thanks so much. Now just need to cut this. So, we were gonna start working right now after lunch, but a friend that we just met here in the marina asked if we want to go.
For a ride.
Yeah, he's not gonna go sailing today because the wind is not that good, but he's gonna go more around the bay, and we don't know the bay yet, so it's about time to get to know the bay where the marina is. That's pretty cool.
It's a cool way to know the around.
Yeah, let's see how it is.
Well, back to reality.
Good reality.
It's about our boat. Well, originally the boat had 5 batteries.
4 for general use, so 4 100 amps. I mean 4 100 amps batteries here. So 2 in the bottom, 2 in the back. There's another one back, another one back, and another 150 in here. This one is just for the engine. That's 150 amp hours. But we decide to change. This is still 150 amp hours for the engine. This, instead of 100, are 4 105, just because they change over time, the numbers. And here we install another 2 105 amp hours. That means we have now 6 105 amp hours batteries for general use and another 150 for the engine. And we can still choose in where is it? This is still useful. Yeah, so basically, even though we have one battery just for the engine, that doesn't mean that if this battery goes bad, we cannot use the other batteries for the engine. Here, we can choose in between the batteries.
This is a pretty float.
So basically, this is the battery from the engine. This is the battery for everything else that we are using right now. And this is where you connect them together to use both systems as it was one. So now we need to talk about how do we get energy on this boat. What is our energy source?
We have 4 sources of energy on this boat.
That doesn't mean that all 4 sources are working right now.
But
We have
solar panel,
that's working, check.
wind generator,
Not working. Shore power,
working.
I mean,
Half of it.
kind of working, yeah. Shore power, it's used to use the energy from the shore and also to recharge the batteries. We can use the energy from outside. That's the one we are using right now. That's shore power, but it's not charging. Our charger is slash inverter is not working. For now, we think we still can fix it, but for now, inverter plus charger not working. What else?
Generator?
Diesel generator not working, but we could fix. We don't know if we want to fix, but still it's something that we didn't decide. But for now, diesel generator is not working.
They say that's a really good one, but it shakes a lot the boat and it's really loud, the sound of it, so we are not...
It's like a really old 1-cylinder diesel generator from Yamaha, so it's good but loud and shaky. Yeah, we'll see. We're not really sure if we want to burn diesel for energy, but
Yeah.
we are gonna try probably to have more solar panels.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's for the future.
We have 3 electrical panels on the boat.
So this one is the 12 volts internal panel. So that means that everything that's inside of the boat uses this panel for 12 volts. This is the 110. So basically the generator and the shore power all come to here. And that's where you choose where the energy comes from. If it's from the diesel generator, if it's from the shore power. And here's where you control the diesel generator on this panel. These are also the instruments.
Working?
Radio, CD player, DEF. Working. This is working. This we don't know yet. And here all these instruments are basically bad. So that's the radar, not good. This is the chart plotter, not good. This is the autopilot. This we are hoping to fix. We believe that it's just the screen, the LCD that's bad. We think that we can fix this one. This is the SSB radio, single sideband radio. We really want this to work. And we believe that's also just the LCD. So we might fix this one, the DEF. At least the screen is bad.
The external lights.
And the external lights. Here is a panel for 12 volts for outside of the boat. So every 12 volt system, that means navigation light and all the exterior lights are all on this panel and not on that one, that's the inside one. But now we need to explain how does the energy travel inside of the boat? What I mean by that is, when we when we connect to the shore power, the way the energy comes is like this. The cable from the shore power comes all the way to this transformer, and from here transforms 220 volts into 110 volts. We have one outlet for 220 that comes straight from shore power, that's that one right there. And all the rest are 110, so the 110 goes, after here goes to 110 and also to the battery charger. So this is the battery charger, and this charger is not just the charger, this is what converts the 110 that got there to 12 volts.
So this is not working right.
Yeah, so this is not working right, but the shore power is working right. So we are receiving energy from the shore power, and all the 12 volt systems are working through the shore power, but that means that we are not charging the batteries, and that's why we are using shore power, because if we start using the batteries, that means that really soon we are gonna run out of batteries, and we don't wanna kill our brand new batteries. We just installed brand new batteries.
Yeah.
So
as soon as they paint the boat, we are gonna install the solar panel that's working.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Also the solar panel is working, it's just not connected because we are also on the cover area, so
And
we
now
have no
it's all
sun.
covered. They are painting the boat, and it's like that.
Other than that, we try all the systems on the boat this week. We told you already that. And we have some good and bad news. The good news is our fridge is working.
Come on.
Our fridge is this little thing.
This little dust thing. So this is working. We have freezer and fridge, and it's working. That's really good.
That's pretty good. And I don't know if you remember, but we used to have another fridge right there. Right here. This one was just an 110 volt freezer, and we didn't want to have 110 on the boat, right?
Yeah.
What did we do?
We gave it to the old guy that works here. Old guy is his nickname.
Yeah,
so.
well, guys, it's not. We're not being
Not polite.
Yeah, not polite. Yeah, that's his nickname. Yeah, so basically, he wanted a extra fridge for his house, and we gave him as a gift because we were not gonna use, and we also had something to do. We wanted to fix something back there.
So,
That is something for a future episode,
Yeah.
but we wanted to have access to the area back there.
the boat heads and
But yeah, it's something for a future episode, but basically we took that away and gave him as a gift, right?
Yeah.
And other than that, the bilge pump was not bilge. Yeah, the bilge pump is not there anymore because it was not working. And we need to buy a new one, that's a bad thing. So here another bad news.
yeah.
No, I'm not sure if it's that bad news. Here is a boiler. So we have a 40, so that's a 40 liters boiler that we think it's working, but the energy is not getting to here. So that means that we need somehow to figure out where the energy is breaking, if we need to change the cables, and we're still gonna work on that, but I think we are gonna be able to fix the boiler.
The water pumps are working.
Yeah, this is just the pressure pumps for the water system. It's working, but there is some leaks actually here. We turn on.
Easy to fix.
Yeah, we are not sure if you're gonna change that to more modern pumps. This is a really old one that the pressure control, accumulated pressure is here, and then the pump is there. And the former owner said that this breaks really often, and I think the newest ones they don't break as often as these ones. So in the future we wanted to change that, but for now they're working.
What else?
What else? As you can tell, lights are working. That's pretty good.
But we are gonna change it for LED.
Yeah, all the lights are really old and they use a lot of energy. So of course this is the most smart idea. Took a long time to find the right LED that fits inside of these things. So this one I think is gonna be really good. It's really strong actually.
And we wanted the warm one, not the cold light.
Yeah.
So we are gonna put some of this here inside to
Yeah.
substitute this.
Yeah. But that's gonna be with time because right now we have a lot of things to do. But we already bought 60 small lights of those, and we're gonna change the whole interior of the boat to LED.
Let's see if the outlets are working.
Yeah, but don't use this one, that's 220. She wants to try all the outlets. She's curious to see if all of them are working.
Working.
Oh, there's another one there?
Yeah. Good. Working. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we have one more around.
2 actually.
Is that 110 or?
12 volts and 110.
That's pretty good. That means all the outlets are good. That's really good news. All the lights, the navigation lights, we tried to see if runs energy through the wiring. Because we don't have the lights on, we cut all the lights off to paint the boat. But at least we have energy in every single wire. That means the wires are good. We just need to buy the lights itself. So that's good news too.
But we are gonna put these lights when we rebuild the mast.
I think we cover everything, right?
Yeah.
We still have some, of course, electrical parts to fix, to rebuild, and to...
We are gonna do this with time.
But refit takes time, you know how it goes. It's just you kind of find new things every week.
And we want to install electric toilet in one of the
That's true.
heads.
Yeah, both heads are manual. We want to have one manual and one electric.
So we need to run the cables for this.
And also the bilge pump for the shower, the bilge pump for the shower is manual. We want to install electric because we don't want to get sweat after the shower, right? So we're gonna be like, yeah, that's gonna be for the future. Just hang on.
It's time to thank our new patrons.
So welcome on board,
Ravik,
Show,
Badawi,
Terence and Rosemary,
Brain,
Tony,
Emilio,
George,
Terrace,
William,
Marco,
Ken,
Kevin,
Mark,
Tom,
Toby,
Mark,
Charles,
Ken and Sailor,
Randy,
Laurian.
and Byron. Guys, thanks so much. We really appreciate the support. And we'll see you guys next Monday.